Yo, can you guys hear me? I'm currently seeing some glitches with my OBS, hence why it took me a bit to get this live here. So we'll see if there is a glitch or not right now. The glitch was really like how like my screen was like shaking up and down. So we'll see if that does get resolved hopefully here. Um, but other than that, yeah, let's see, check out the stream. I know it's been a minute since I've done live trading on a live stream. So we'll see if we can find any potential setups here today. And yeah, check in with you guys, basically how everyone else is doing their trading. Gonna see if this here holds or not currently on this trade. Yeah, we'll see if this does go towards TP. I think it is low risky because NQ did take out previous day high. Let me check. It did take out previous day high, but we do have this 1 hour supply above. So I'm willing to see if we can get there. If not, it's cool. Probably go back to like 50% here. And oh wait, hold on. I just realized I'm not sharing my screen. Okay. We'll wait a few minutes to see how many other people are gonna join. It's gonna be more of a later stream. I usually stream around like 10 o'clock-ish. Yeah, this stream is definitely later than the other ones. Let's see. I'm also gonna be discussing the current state of TOPSTEP. Because there is a price change to TOPSTEP, but there's also like a con to the TOPSTEP, which I'll talk about in today's video, because a lot of people thought they just changed the pricing, and that's just not necessarily true, or it's just not true at all, actually. They have also changed their payout rules. And the new payout rules, it basically makes it harder for you to get a payout. And it kind of makes it so that you have to be a lot more consistent with your trading, and you can't be swinging for like insane massive payouts because it's gonna mess you up on your next payout. I'll explain more in depth later. Okay, I'm back. I think the other past streams have always been streaming like Asia, if I recall correctly. Okay, let me see if I can get my... Let me get my screens up here. Okay, hopefully there's no glitch this time. Let's see. Can you guys see me? Can you see trading view? Again, before like OBS kept on like shaking up and down. It was very weird. Never really had it happen like this before, or that before. And I think this camera's... Nah, the lighting's chill. I did see actually when I joined the course members chat in Discord, I did see someone took like the same trade as me overnight. So I'll go over real quick briefly like what I'm seeing here. I'm currently in this setup right here, by the way. It's up to you whether or not you want to take it. It's completely up to you. It's a stop hunter, and I'm anticipating us to take another manipulation leg higher just because of this. Got to the 1 hour. We have this 1 hour PY right here. Mark just this 1 hour. We have this 1 hour here. See if I can move it to the right here. There you go. We have a 1 hour supply above. We are close to the I think we missed the 4 hour. Oh, never mind. We are in 4 hour. Okay. There's something to consider, that we are in 4 hour. And let me see. Do we? Now the thing why I'm bullish here is because we've taken out this major low here that made this new structure high and made like new all-time highs. And so that's why I think this downtrend here is about to end, because we took out the liquidity. There's nothing else really to go lower for. So I'm anticipating us to actually continue expanding higher and not hold that 4 hour, at least get towards the 1 hour. I'm sure we'll get some sort of like short off the 1 hour, but I think we can get higher here. So I'm in the setup currently, going for 4RR TP here. You can even move also your stop loss here at this point to just cover the candle low there. If you want to move your stop loss like below here, you can. So you take a 50% stop loss reduction method here, using that. If you know what that is, cover it within a course. Isn't the price the BUOB? Not sure what that means, to be honest. I'm not sure what BUOB. But I will go over the TOPSTEP stuff in a minute here. I can even pull it up actually. I don't know if you're in the course or not, Kong, but I don't trade order blocks like the way most people would trade it. I trade it very differently. Like I don't trade like an up or down close candle. People will use like up candles like this. I don't use these. So yeah, it's not gonna apply for me based on how I trade. Again, if you go for a 1-to-1, you would have already TP'd on this trade. It's a stop hunter setup. That's what it is. I'll go over the other setup here also, and the other setups I took. Okay, but this is just to show you guys I'm currently in this here. We'll see if we can get this 4R TP or not. I mean, you could potentially, if this really runs hard, you could even target the 1 hour above. But, I mean, that will all depend on if price wants to slowly accumulate, like trend for the rest of the day. If it does, we can easily get to the 1 hour today. If it doesn't, then it won't be able to. So I'm personally just going to target the high. 4R is good enough for me here. Now go over to other setups while we wait for the setup to play out. Whether or not it plays out doesn't matter to me. The other setup was on gold that I took. This was during, I believe, London session. Yeah, it was during London session last night. I woke up kind of late today to Asia or New York session. Hence why like I just lined because I was on the charts around 10-ish. And so I did miss the initial setups earlier today. So props to those of you guys that did cash the initial setups earlier today. So there's a PY here. And I'm sure I believe this is basically your POC here. Okay. This is a fractal POC. And depending on how you're taking this trade, you could take it off the POC. If you wait for the OB, I think I also got hit as well, just to the tick right there. So that's my OB. Like this is my OB here. It's not a down close candle, but it's an OB for me because I trade order blocks completely different than everyone else, and POCs. People don't trade POCs for the most part. And the people that trade POCs, I think they're using like order flow, but I don't trade order flow personally. I just trade based on candlesticks. Candlesticks tell me literally what order flow tells me. In my personal opinion, debate it whether or not you like it or not, but candlesticks is the same thing as volume, same thing as order flow. Like, it's just math of how much orders are in this like candle. Like, I don't need to know the exact number. People, I think the problem with order flow that I have is it's too discretionary. I don't like trading something that's super discretionary. I like to trade mechanical, because if you trade too discretionary, there's too much guessing, in my opinion. There's too much guessing. I don't really like playing that game, to be honest. It's hard to backtest as well. So this would have been the best setup today, but obviously I missed it. It wasn't off for the setup. So props to those that took the 6-risk reward. If you're wondering what the setup is off of, very straightforward. I believe this is on the 4-hour. This is a 4-hour PY right here. We missed that POC. I think we also missed this here, but 4-hour, 1 hour, and then you just keep refining down and finding good PYs to take this long from. But again, missed this one, so that would have been the best setup today. The second best setup though was the stop hunter setup here. Okay, this is a low that made you high, break to the upside. You could have also waited for this low too, for sure. This low would have been better to wait for, because this is technically the extreme internal low that did make this high. This low here is like in between this low with no structure above. So you could have waited for both. But I personally didn't wait for both, just because I like, this is a good setup. Like, the draw is very clear. I don't mind like taking a loss here, because I mean, I know my direction is correct here. So basically here, you could have even taken this candle here to the upside. So if you wait for the second internal sweep, this would have been your setup here. You could have got like 9-risk reward, but I got about like 6 out of this. And my stop loss here is obviously covering this sell to buy here. So this is my sell to buy. Covering this sell to buy here, right below there, because I know there's 2 nearby lows. Stop hunters, they can take out the 2 nearby lows, and this is technically the low, internal low you should be aiming for anyway. So cover this one. I'm good here. TP, very straightforward. TP is just previous day high. There's so many TPs you could have taken here. You could TP the next internal high for 2.5, not a problem there. You could also TP supply above right here for 3-risk reward, not a problem there. You could also target this high here, but the fact that this high is so close to the next high here, which is right here on the very far left for previous day high, like at that point, just target both, you know, just go for the full thing, because it's very rare price is going to reverse off here. It's going to likely take out both these highs here because they're so close to each other. And we're bullish. Why are we bullish? Well, because my draw is higher. We have this 1 hour here above. And I don't think at the time we even hit the 4 hour. The 4 hour mitigation is right here. And I believe at the time on the trade, yeah, I believe at the time in the trade, we were in this fair value gap. But again, I don't trade like a lot of people on YouTube. I don't trade these fair value gaps. I trade the mitigation points. And the mitigation points tell me where my draw and liquidity is on a higher time frame. So if I just follow the mitigation points, I'm just following the trend here. Boom, 6-risk reward. Again, the power of the high risk reward system like mine, you can maintain a 40% win rate and still be extremely profitable. Like extremely profitable. I took that first trade, but didn't activate on the OB. Oh, really? You didn't get filled in here? Stampede on here, on this? Because they didn't make equal pricing. If it made equal pricing, I'd get you didn't get activated. Not sure if your order really was put precisely enough here, because it should have gotten activated here. Because it went 1 tick below even the price of mitigation. If you're on a live account, you can't have your order set there. You kind of have to move a little bit higher. But if you're on a prop firm, it should get activated. If not, it might be like prop firm like spreads going on. Especially if you're trading Forex, then yeah, you won't get activated on Forex for sure. But I did see someone else take the gold short too before, which was this 4 sword here. I think I covered this 11 sword long in a video. I have to go check to my YouTube to see if I did cover this or not. I believe I made a recap. Do you guys remember? Let me see. Because I'm pretty certain I covered this 11 sword trade. If not, I'll have to record a video after the stream to go over it. Maybe I didn't record a video for that. Sometimes I lose track of trade recaps because I don't always record them like on the same day all the time. Sometimes I just take a break and just want to chill after I finish my trading session. Again, for those that just joined the stream, I'm still in this trade here, Stop Hunter, okay? This is for you. For those that enter the Stop Hunter, you can put your stop loss here if you want to reduce your stop loss if you do get hit, stopped out for 50% less. I'm personally targeting the nearest high here. Okay, my draw ultimately here today is the 1 hour above here, but keep it in mind, in the back of my mind, I mean, we're out of kill zone. Can be less volatility. You already see less volatility here. I mean, less volatility in terms of not the movement of the size per se, but because we're not really making big ranges and come back to 50%. We're kind of just like slowly climbing up. So that's the setup I'm currently in. This is a setup taken before for 6 risk reward. This is just a Stop Hunter. Again, if you guys missed the initial setup, like I did, like I didn't get this trade here, you gotta take advantage of continuations. My continuation model, which is right here. You could have got easy 6 risk reward. Let me hide my indicator now real quick so it looks more clean for you guys to see what the setup was. But this is what it was. Red line was roughly when I woke up-ish. So just marked it there. I'm not surprised that price is moving very slow right now because, I mean, it was moving very slow here. It's just slowly climbing. Now it's consolidating. So it's not a problem to me there. I think you made a screenshot post. Not sure about the video. Haven't seen it. Okay. I'll do a quick little recap on the stream here since I'll post a recap video later anyway. By the way, man, your course is amazing. Thank you, Stampede. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot of good reviews. I mean, if you guys have finished the course, the 100 sword course, and you want to leave a positive review, I really appreciate it. We have a lot of good reviews so far on the WAP page, by the way. That's where you leave your reviews. So if you do finish a course and find it very helpful, or mainly the first section, which is the like strategy section, and you find it very helpful to your trading, if you could leave a review, that'd be great. I'll send the link in case you guys want to leave a review. It should be like in like your WAP dashboard. If you log in, I think you should be able to see. I can't see what you guys see because I'm on like the admin panel because I'm not obviously like in the course. I'm not like a member technically, but you should be able to see in the top left where it says like leave a review, something like that. So there's the link. And then also, if you guys are not in the Discord server yet, join the free Discord server. The link is in the, I forgot to put it, did I not put it in the description? Here's the link to the Discord server. I'll just put it in the chat just now. You just type in !Discord if you're new to the channel. We're almost at 1,000 Discord members. I'm doing a giveaway at 1,000 members. We're like 120-ish members away. So feel free to join that. Is anyone else in this setup, by the way? Just curious. I'm in the Stop Hunter setup currently here. Been in this setup for a little bit of time here, but not really surprised. It's kind of normal. So still waiting on this setup here. Again, my TP is the 4 risk reward. So if we hit TP here, this is a 10 risk reward day for me on NQ. Just on NQ. And let's go over gold though in the meantime. I'll go over the gold trade. I think I also took trades on NQ last night. Yeah, I did. We'll go over gold real quick for the 11 risk reward. I mean, very straightforward trade here. What this trade here is, actually, let me, I forgot to send the stream link to everyone else in the chat. Whoops. By the way, this is the trade. I'm gonna send the screenshot real quick also to the Discord, so everyone knows this is the setup we're in. All right. Again, on live stream, for those that are new here, we've maintained about like a 70%, 67% win rate to 70% range on live trades that have been called out. And the average risk reward, I think, for live trades has been like 3 to 4. So, I mean, you can calculate the EV there. It's insanely high. Some people just copy my trades, but I want you guys to also learn, not just like copy my setups where I think price is going. But all I'm doing, literally, I'm doing nothing different on streams, like how I trade live. It's the same thing, same setups, same everything. Everything I teach you guys in the course is covered here. But if you need one-on-one help and you think you don't fully grasp the understanding of the concepts taught within the course, recommend you check out the mentorship and see if you can apply. I did recently open up one spot for the mentorship. Last time I opened up one spot, it got taken pretty fast. So just keep that in mind. The one-on-one mentorship is a very exclusive program. I'm only taking on less than 5 students at a time. Most times only like a few. So you can apply there and join if you're interested. Otherwise, currently in this trade here. And let's go over, I'll go over gold real quick here. We'll go in replay mode here and explain this gold setup, why I took this trade. Now that I think everyone knows, in stream, or should be. Oh, send it also to the course members. I forgot to send that here. Current trade. Actually, I'll send the outcome to the course members chat after. Same with the free chat as well. So I don't want to spam the chat here. Again, if you don't know what chat I'm talking about, join the free Discord server. I'm usually pretty active in there. The trade is doing pretty good so far. Is anyone else in this stop hunter setup, by the way? Or is it just me? Some of you guys might be done trading today, so that's cool and all. Just wondering. Let me see. Let me ask, actually, you guys. Let me pull y'all real quick. Unfortunately, you guys can also hear my typing very loud because I got a new keyboard, so it's not gonna be quiet anymore. It's not the quiet keys I used to have, because I used to have like the, I think they call it Cherry MX Silence or something. So the switches have changed, and yeah, it's definitely louder for sure. Pretty confident in this setup, to be honest. I think ES. So things ES did not take out the low. Kind of made equal lows, which I don't trade, by the way, but it's a lot easier for ES to make equal lows than NQ because of how the increments work. If you're not confident in the setup, you should be already out of this trade here, guys, for one risk reward. Just going for a quick scalp to the next POI, which is right here. Otherwise, you hold for my target, which is the 4 risk reward. I don't take partials if you're new here. If you're not new here, I meant. If you want to know how to manage your trade here, number one way you can manage your trade is reduce your stop loss here to So in case you are wrong, you only take a 0.5 loss instead of full 1 hour loss, which is pretty good. Another way you can manage your trade here really is to go break even. I mean, we're pretty close to 50%. If you want to make it very mechanical, wait until this 50% level hits right here, go break even. But we did break above this high here, so you can even go break even on this trade. Trade outcomes will vary. Not financial advice, by the way. This all depends on how you want to manage your trade. So it depends on how risk averse you are in trading. But usually for the most part, I'm pretty confident in my trading. Doesn't mean I have a 100% win rate. It just means I know I can stick to my system and I'll be green, or I'll come out green at the end of the day, or end of the week, probably. It's better wording for that. Because I do have red days, but usually, depending on how many trades I'm taking, how many good setups I'm taking, it's pretty rare for me to have like red days. Usually they don't happen too often. I'd say maybe like 15% of times I'll have a red day, but the other 85% it's green days. I'm in the trade also. I just copied you. I was not trading anymore. Didn't see stop runner. Yeah. So 2 people in the chat polled and said they're also in this setup. Cool. Yeah. I mean, this is basically like a A+ textbook stop runner. I forgot I marked the sweep. There you go. We hit 50%, guys. If you want to go break even, you can go break even safely here. So I'll keep the 50% tool up here, but you can easily go break even now here, or at least move your stop loss here. I'm gonna be right back here while this trade runs. So yeah, give me a second. All right, guys, I'm back. How's the trade looking, guys? We're halfway to TP right now on the trade. What's up, Keeter? 50% code. Yeah, so it's not a code. 50%. TOPSTEP right now is offering just straight up 50% off their pricing. So let me explain it to you guys real quick. If you go follow TOPSTEP's Instagram, by the way. They did make a post. They could probably explain it better than me, probably. But basically, for TOPSTEP right now, you can get a... So let me see if I can just send a screenshot, actually. So they have 2 different types of accounts now in TOPSTEP. All right. So for those that don't recall or don't know TOPSTEP, by the way, I do recommend trading TOPSTEP. I'm not an affiliate saying this, by the way. Okay. I don't make money off you guys sign up for TOPSTEP. I don't care about that stuff, to be honest. Here is what they have on their website right now. So they changed their pricing model. Okay. Why do I say it's 50% off? Well, it's 50% off because back then for a 50K account, we'll focus on 50Ks. These are the most like cost-effective accounts. Most people get these. The ratio of how much you're paying for how much you're getting out of it is kind of like the best. Unless you want to go for 150Ks, that's fine with you as well. Just depends how confident you are in your own trading. But back then, a TOPSTEP 50K account was a $50 activation fee. Obviously, after fees, I think it's a little bit more. But basically $50. And then the activation was $150. So total for a TOPSTEP 50K account back then was $200 for 50K account. 200. Now it is only $89, we'll round this. Yeah, we're right. We're right. 89. So it's actually more than 50% off now. Why now? You may ask, why is it 89? Well, it's 89 because there's no activation fee now. So as you can see, one-time activation fee. There's no more activation fee. However, the price you pay now for the combine test itself is higher. It's almost double. So if you are confident in your ability in passing TOPSTEP combines, this is the way to go with their new pricing model. The no activation fee is the way to go. You save literally more than 50% of your money. You only spend $89 versus $200. Now, the drawback of this obviously is if you cannot pass consistently prop firm accounts, or you trade with really bad risk management, or you just know you're not profitable, there's no reason to even, first of all, trade prop firms in the first place. I'd recommend you open a demo account. Don't even spend money. Okay. Or go backtest first and collect your own data. But the drawback here is if you're not profitable, every time you blow an account and don't pass, you're spending $89 versus if you just get the previous old pricing model, you'd only lose $50. So you lose half of your money than now. If you suck at passing prop firms and combines or challenge accounts. But if you can pass them confidently with a high success rate, 100% new pricing model is the best. It's $89 versus $200 total. There's no activation fee. So does that make sense to all you guys that traded with TOPSTEP before? Like, this should make pretty much sense in terms of pricing standpoint. Let's see if there's anything else to cover. Like, again, activation fee is free for all of, like, the 3 different accounts they offer too. Now they also have standard, and standard I believe is their old pricing model if I remember correctly. So no, standard is slightly different. So their new pricing model for the standard is that you're paying $50. Let me see, $50, and the activation fee is cheaper now. It's $129. So it's like we're paying $179 basically. $179. No, I forgot to post this stream on Twitter, or now they call X. Okay. Yeah, so overall, TOPSTEP in general, their pricing has gotten cheaper. That's basically the gist here. It has gotten cheaper. Now you can see we just hit the 50%. Now we're reversing here. ES. ES is doing a stop hunter above this high. It did not SMT here, which is what I was kind of looking to see if we did or not, but we have not. So I'm still gonna hold this trade. It's up to you. Again, if you're at break even, this might go back, hit your break even. If you move your stop loss here, you can get out at only like a small loss. Some of you guys might have TP'd already, so get 2R and you're done at 50%. But yeah, nonetheless, both pricing models, no matter what you choose now on TOPSTEP, they are cheaper. But I'd really recommend you guys take advantage of this one here, the new TOPSTEP no activation fee method, because you do save literally half of your money. Oh, got it. Yeah, I'm new to TOPSTEP and TOPSTEP X. Have to get used to figuring out contract size because they don't allow for risk percent sizing. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Once you like figure out size, You need to like just write it on like a note sheet or something. Just like keep track of how many contracts you should be risking on average on either micros or minis for a certain stop loss size. It's a lot easier to make it more precise on micros than minis, but nonetheless, yeah, we have 2 people in this trade, 2 people not in this trade. Assuming the other 2 are probably done trading, or you guys might be shorting, who knows. But this is a setup like I'd take anytime, any day. The only drawback to the setup, like the only bad thing about the setup I don't like, is that we already took out previous day high. So since we already took out previous day high, that is an external liquidity pool. I tell you guys, like ideally you want to be taking stop hunters towards these external liquidity pools, not like after we take out the external liquidity pool. But I'm personally still confident in straight going and holding, so I'm gonna hold, guys. Let's see if we hit 4 RTP on stream here. This would be the first trade I call out for today, for you guys here. Like this is the best setup today taken, the 6 versus 4, because we haven't taken out any external liquidity pools yet here. We're still in an internal range here, so this is the A+ setup here. Same if you took the POC or OB mitigation down here, that's like the A+. This would be, in terms of ratings, I'd say this is like an A rating still. It's not a B rating setup. I'd say it's an A rating trade still here. Doesn't mean it's a 100% win rate, obviously, but still a good setup. I'd still take and risk my money. Why can't I talk in your stream chat? In the stream, by the way. Yeah, it seems like someone said they can't talk in the stream chat, but it seems like everyone else can talk here on stream. Just not sure what's going on here. I have to log in, Harry, to your YouTube account. I don't think you can leave comments if you're not logged in. That might be an issue. But yeah, hopefully this makes sense, guys, with like how TOPSTEP is, why it's 50% off. Oh, for code purposes, this is not my code, by the way, but I believe, based on what I heard, I don't know if it works or not, guys. Based on what I heard on the IG comments, I think you get 40% off, and this is a one-time code. I don't know if this code still works anymore, but I remember, from what I remember seeing online, that during the outage TOPSTEP had, they had this code working. So people can get back their accounts during the AWS outage. So feel free to try that code. Let me know if it works. But yeah, I think you can get 40% off one time. So you can technically get like a new TOPSTEP account with a new pricing model. Bro, you can literally get a fully funded, like if you pass the account, obviously, you can get a fully funded 50K account with 2K drawdown for 40 bucks. Like 45-ish bucks. Like, it's pretty nuts, right? Now, there is a drawback here to their pricing. Like, everyone online thought, you know, they're going out of business. That's why they're reducing their pricing. They need more people. Like, I don't know. It could technically go both ways in terms of like a business standpoint for them. But with every pro, there's always a con. For every pro, there's always a con. The con is their payout rules change. So I'm not the best at explaining this, but let me see if I can find it. From what I read, my understanding is that for your payouts, you have to beat your balance of your highest payout ever. So let's say if your highest payout ever was like 5K, then the next time you try to get a payout, you cannot request a payout for like 2K. I think that's what they mean. I would recommend you guys probably, where's it? I'm trying to see if I can find it on their website, because I read it through their Instagram post. Payout TOPSTEP rule. So it's not, the rule is not benefiting traders, basically. It's making it harder. for you guys to get payout. But keep in mind, regardless of what prop firm, people don't realize this, but regardless of what prop firm you're trading on, if you're a profitable trader, you will be profitable. Like, you will get payouts. Like, these rules are not like, sure, they're built to go against you, right? But if you're consistent enough as a trader, you're gonna be net green. And if you're net green, you're gonna get a payout at some point. So don't like ever blame prop firms for the reason why you guys can't get paid out, or past counts, things like that. You always have to shift the blame on yourself, because it's your own responsibility. You're the one clicking the buttons and taking the trades. People just get really pissed off at prop firms because they probably lose a lot of accounts or never gotten a payout. That's still like on you, Now, if prop firm denies your payout, that's not on you. Clearly, that's like on the prop firm. That's their problem. You can probably charge back if you really want to at that point. That's personally what I would have done. Gotten denied a payout, like, get your money back that you spent on the account. But if the prop firm pays out, don't go charging back. Obviously, like, I don't know if you guys realize this, but I saw someone talk about this online. Some dude, I think he charged back on all like the amount he spent on prop firms, and he ended up getting banned lifetime. So at a good firm, you never want to get banned lifetime, because you'll make so much money with the payouts and leverage they provide you from the ROI investment. Why risk the lifetime ban for the money you spent on the prop firm? Like, you can make all the money you spent and lost on prop firms within a few weeks. All of it plus more. Like, I literally have a student, one of my mentorship students, he only made over 35K in payouts within the past 1 or 2 months. So it's very doable. It's just you have to lock in and understand how to trade. If you don't have a good strategy, good psychology, you're never gonna make it. You're just wasting your time. But for those that have never used the code, try out the code and let me know if it works. Onward40. That's what I remember. Someone also said you have to be subbed to my channel to leave a comment on the stream. So I did not know that. I don't know how to change that rule, but I'm cool with that rule. That might be just an overall YouTube rule, maybe, actually, which makes sense, to be honest. Darren, what's up? He said, do you bad test for continuations? Yes, I've done all my bad testing a long time ago, like a brick ago. So I don't back test anymore. I haven't back tested in a very long time, because there's no reason for me to. I mean, I'm taking the trades live. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time back testing if I've already proven my strategy works live in real time and from my old back testing. There's no point in back testing again, At some point, it's just like it is a waste of time for me. But that doesn't mean it's a waste of time for you guys. You guys should still be back testing. Guys, the trade is looking good. For those that are still holding with me, we're looking good right now. We had like a fractal mitigation cycle. I'm sure this is something on the 5 seconds, guys. Like, look, go on the 5 seconds. The market all moves the same, guys, on every time frame, basically. This is off this PY here. We even did an internal sweep here, technically. Not exactly, to be honest. We did already mitigate here 50% before that, but more like a liquidity sweep. But I think we hit also 30 seconds. Yeah, so there's a 30-second PY. Look, hit to the tick right there. Like, literally what I teach you guys, I mean, dude, it hits to the exact tick. And we're actually about to hit TP now. It's going to be a 10-hour day for me here, guys. Potentially 6 and 4. Let me move all this to the side as well, so you guys can see the trade better. Right. I don't think so, but no chat box is coming up. Yeah, that's pretty weird, Harry. I'm not sure why there's no chat box for you. I think you have to be subbed for it. I'm pretty sure it's a YouTube rule. Pretty sure you gotta be sub for a certain amount of time to leave comments on someone's YouTube channel. On what's it called? On live streams. And I don't know where I can change that setting. Let me try to ChatGPT this and figure this out. Let's see. I see you guys ask me questions. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure this YouTube thing out real quick before I forget about this. Customization tab. Who can send messages? Oh, I do see it. Let's see. Yeah, so Harry, I know you can hear me right now. Like, I know you're in the course members chat right now. You can hear me, but I don't have that enabled. Non-subscribers can leave a chat on the stream. All right, we just SMT'd here. If you want to exit the trade right now is a really good time for 3 years forward here. I think I'm gonna exit this trade here. Let me check. Oh, bro, I forgot my mic was unmuted. That's crazy. I got hit out, unfortunately, on this trade. I don't know if you guys TP'd or not. I trailed my stop loss, got hit out for like round 3. When we broke this. I usually don't trail my stop loss, but this is one of those situations where like this is very logical to trail or just straight up TP because this SMT here. So I can mark it out here for you guys here. This is the SMT right here we had. I mean, this could still go to our full TP, but I got hit out around there, so about a 3 risk reward trade. If you want to hold, I would say honestly, what I see price doing potentially here is, here, I'm gonna mark this first. This is 3 risk reward trade. Got hit out. What you could potentially trade on what could potentially happen here is either mitigation cycle here to then go for our TP, or price is gonna sweep this low here, which is pretty close to where if you do trail your stop, like reduce your stop loss, you might get hit out here and then go for it. Another option is we do have a PY below that could get mitigated. I'm not really confident in price really coming down here to mitigate this PY to go higher. I do believe if it's gonna go higher, it'll hold here or sweep this and go higher. So that's what I personally think could potentially happen. I did get out at about 3 sword. I was just stuck in the bathroom with my phone. But if you want to hold it for a full 4 risk reward, go ahead. You know, it is pretty late in the day, so keep that in mind. We basically did another stop hunter on ES right now, as you can see right there. I'll make a note here also. What's it called? It's called trailing stop loss, right? I forgot what people call it nowadays. I think it's called trailing stop loss. There, okay. Actually, I'm not going to include the bottom text here because it's not financial advice. I'm just sharing my personal trade ideas and what I do with my trades. Like for me, usually, if we already taken out previous day high and we have an SMT above previous day high, I'm not super inclined in really holding much further. Like, yes, I'm still very confident in this draw, guys. Like, still extremely confident we're going to go for this 1 hour because it's just a huge gap. But keep in mind, we are in 4 hour too. If we have too many like things going against my bias, I'm going to just exit early because this is where I would have exited anyway, right? Where we SMT'd here, 148. Exactly at 148, where we took out the high. But I trailed stop loss just to see if we could potentially, you know, fail break and then go higher. But we did come back for mitigation potentially, so not a huge fan. Let me get rid of this text here because I think you guys understand the TOPSTEP, why it's 50% off. So I'm gonna delete this, or I'm gonna move it to the side at least. Again, you guys also, I already explained this trade here earlier for the 6 risk reward. And then I think I went over gold. No, I did not go over the gold trade. Let me go over all NQ first, since I'm done with this trade. Again, if you guys are still in this trade, I don't know how many people are still in this trade, but you can still hold. Let me answer some questions though. I saw a lot of you guys sent questions here. Let's go back to where I was. Keter Keter said, what was his monthly RR in backtesting? Who's backtesting? I assume you're talking about the student that I was talking about before, the mentorship student. Let me pull it up, because I do have all his data he gave me. Let's see. So based on his back testing that he gave me, that he did, he was averaging, one month was 41, the other one was 45. So yeah, Keter, roughly around like 40 to 45 risk reward. But I will say, everyone trades slightly differently. He goes for a really high risk reward, and his win rate is lower than lower than 50%. So he has a low win rate but very high risk reward. That could obviously affect your net risk reward too. But I remember when we discussed, Keter, that you aren't really comfortable with the low risk reward due to sizing. Is what I remember you mentioning to me. You couldn't size consistently with a lower low win rate. So your results may deviate from him. It's just because, again, he's like psychologically, mentally able to handle major drawdown and big losing streaks. Like, it's pretty impressive. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if I can handle the amount of losses he takes in a row and still come out extremely positive, because he has such high risk reward. Like, his average risk reward is like, let me calculate this. Oh, I don't have access to edit. Let me see, 6, 7, 11. I mean, I can say some of the numbers he has up here. Like, here, I think I can even show. I don't know if he wants me to have his data out here like in public, so I won't share all the links, but I can share this. Like, this is one of his months from his back testing. Again, for those that don't know who I'm talking about, this is one of my probably one-on-one mentorship students that's gotten over 35K now at this point. I think he's about to request like another 20K because he had such an amazing day. I think he had like a crazy R day. But this is from his back testing results. Like, you can clearly see his, I don't know what win rate that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Actually, I don't think it's 19 out of, let's see, 19 losses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 19 out of 30. So his win rate here is about like 30-ish%, like 30s. But his risk reward average is like 6. So that helps a lot with the equity curve. I mean, that's still literally a 1.1 EV. I think his EV now trading live is even higher than when he last talked to me, is even higher than this. Like 1.6 or something absurd, like crazy good. So, I mean, like, do what works best for your psychology too. Like, he's just really good at like he has a really good mental edge. From, you know, me talking to him and seeing him trade live, like his live trades he sent me, payouts, like his equity curve, he's really good at his mental edge. And I think that's something I don't talk too much about on my channel, which is like mental edge, but you really need to have a really strong psychology for trading, depending on your win rate for your strategy. He has just a immaculate, no glaze, but his psychology mentally might be better than mine. Yes, you could say my stats are actually slightly better, but his psychology is able to handle like this. Like, most people, I bet you, 4 losses here, they're done. They blow the account because they over leverage or they just like full port. But no, like, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 losses in a row, he's completely okay. Look, 7 losses in a row. Look what happens, guys. Do the math. He hits a 4R, so he makes back a lot already, and he hits a 7R. So he's already up net positive within the next 2 trades, and including these trades, 3, 3, 6, -1, he's already up like majority of his P&L here. So, like, when you guys are trading live, the only thing that makes a difference between your live trading results and your back test really is just your psychology. So you got to lock in on your psychology. Only way to do that is really just discipline, It's just pure discipline. There's not much else to this, to be honest. Like, there's not so much I can really do to say to help you guys with your psychology. I help you guys learn a strategy, help you guys build something profitable. Every single student of mine that's gone through the private one-on-one mentorship, we have had a 100% success rate with their back testing results, and them mimicking it. And the only way you mimic it is you have to have good psychology. So that's not something I can guarantee. I can't guarantee a student's going to have great psychology to stick to the system, but I can guarantee the results will be positive in their back testing. So my job as a mentor for you guys is to give you positive back testing data and good results that you're satisfied with. Your job, though, is to not only learn and take my feedback, but also be disciplined. Like, that's your job. My job is strategy. Your job is psychology. So most students can put those two together. That's why they're profitable. Okay, let's see. I think you guys asked something else. He had a crazy week, didn't he? I think recently. Yeah, I think, dude, I don't know about week. I think he had a crazy like day or something. I do read through the course members chat in our private DMs, but yeah, no, he might have made more score than me like the past week. Not sure, but again, I don't really care, guys. Like, because trading is not a competition game where you want to compare results with everyone else. Okay, I have students at a 70% win rate at like a 1.5 RR or 1 risk reward. And I also have students that are at a 30% win rate. Wait, why is it blocking here? 30% win rate at like 6 to 7 RR. And I also have students in the middle, 50% 3-risk reward. Some 40% 3-risk reward. I don't think people understand, but compounding this over time and being disciplined to any of these stats here, you're gonna make a lot of money trading markets. Like, any of these stats here are all extremely good. I think people also undervalue their stats, when it comes to trading. They think like, oh, 70%, 1.5 risk reward, I'm never gonna make like consistent money, or my equity curve is gonna suck. It's not true at all. Like, no one's gonna have a equity curve that goes like up like this. Like, people don't see the drawdown periods of any strategy, any system. No matter how good you optimize it, it's going to have periods of drawdown. I mean, drawdown. But look, this makes you 50K a month, right? And giving yourself more time to compound your account and scale to more accounts, this can easily make you 100, 200, 300K a month. So yes, focus on your trading system stats, but also keep in mind, you need to start practicing being disciplined and practice live trading. Again, for those that, I think everyone should have exited this trade out too. I did send you guys in the chat also in the stream. I did message you guys to, if you're up a lot, to just exit the trade. Yeah, I just say I recommend you TP if you're already up a lot on this trade. I called out, so you guys should be good here. Otherwise, maybe you hit break even. All good. 3 risk rewards, 9 risk reward day for me. I'm chilling here. Pretty good. I'd say it's a successful stream, guys, so far. There's one winner called out. That's about it. Would have been a bigger day for me, I think, if I caught this OB down here. If I didn't sleep through that. But that's okay, because I did make 5 risk reward from last night staying up. So that's cool with me. Let's see. There's a lot of questions here. I'm going to try to answer them as much as possible. Oh, another thing to mention, Keter, also is, if I recall correctly, this student also trades multiple sessions. So he trades Asia, London, and New York. I'm pretty certain here. And I think he's only focusing on taking like A+ setups for the most part, based on what I'm seeing here. So his trade frequency actually isn't too high. It's just about like, you can calculate this. It's like 35 trades, right? I mean, 35 trades here. So it's not really high frequency. It's about 2 trades a day. because in a month there's roughly 20 active trading days. It's about 2 trades a day, not really that high frequency for trading 3 sessions, but he focused on only the high probability setups. So that's why it works so well. Like, frequency does matter to an extent, you know. Mike said I was out at 044. Nice, Mike. You got like the sniper exit right here. It's where I would have exited, like I said, at the SMT here. So this worked out very nicely for us today here. Showing my stop loss right there. At this point, personally, I think I'm done trading today, guys. I mean, you can try to see if you can look for more setups here. Like, this could be a back-to-back stop hunter, technically, because ES is doing a back-to-back stop hunter. It's up to you if you want to take it, but I think we've taken all the really good setups today. Like, ideally, this setup should have just ran for the 1 hour draw here. Like, that would be an ideal outcome, but I'm cool with the 3RR here today. Again, if you guys are new here, join the free Discord server. We're doing a giveaway within 100-ish more members. So if you're not in there, make sure to join up. Send a link there. If you want to learn my strategy or join a course or mentorship, click the link pinned in the stream chat. There's only 1 spot remaining. I opened up 1 spot recently, so if you want to take advantage now, you guys have to fight for that 1 spot. I'm sorry, but I don't like opening up a lot of spots at one time. I'm probably going to keep a consistent, just open up 1 spot at a time for the mentorship, just because I want to really focus on each student. And it's a lot easier to give high quality feedback and work with students when you have less students, you know? Like, I'm only a one-man army. I don't have like a marketing team behind me. I don't have like, I don't hire people to do anything. I used to for like thumbnails, but that's not really trading related. But you guys get the point. Like, I'm a one-man army, so there's only so much time I could put in to each student. So yeah, keep it pretty exclusive. Stampede said, I wish there's a way I can like pin y'all's like chats on my screen, because like the chat screen obviously on stream is delayed. Or not delayed, it's just way ahead of time. Anyway, Stampede said, do you recommend any other prop firm? I have no experience on this. Any other prop firm? Funding pips for Forex, funding ticks for futures. I recommend them because they got them paid out in the past. There's also Apex, but I'd try to stay away from Apex if you can. Again, stick with one reputable prop firm. That's all you need. Like, my student's gotten over 35K now in payouts. He's only trading with TOPSTEP. You don't need all these firms to get paid out. He's only trading with TOPSTEP. One firm is good enough, guys. One firm is good enough. Like, don't think too much. Some of you guys are thinking too like into the future. All right, back. Let's see. Bro Strategies. What's up, Subtle Sign? Long time no see. Haven't seen you too active or too much in a Discord chat. It's good to see you here. Bro Strategy can give you easy 2R a day with a bigger stop loss. It's about you managing the money by not taking foolish trades. That was my biggest problem. We chilling now. Yeah, 100%. Some of you guys are like taking bad trades and you don't even realize it, which is also like a problem. That's both like psychology and technicals too. Like one thing I experienced personally, I'm sure you guys have probably experienced the same thing, but it's like when you're on tilt or like fight and flight mode, which is what I call it, like when you're on a losing streak, for example, like you're gonna view the market differently. You're gonna stop viewing it the way you usually view the market. You're gonna like overanalyze, rethink every setup, even avoid good setups just because you're scared. But that's better than people that force random trades. They think like this, and then they keep flipping biases. You keep like if you're just shorting and then longing, shorting, longing, shorting, long. Like if you're all over the place like this, that's all psychology. That's all a psychology problem. You'll learn over time to be grateful that your TP hit and not thinking I should have held. Yeah, I agree for the most part for that. I mean, there's such thing as optimization for your trading too, where it's like you do want to optimize to like maximize your winners as much as possible. I stick with the 75% rule is what I call it. So if you can catch 75% of the move, like more than 50% of your winning trades, that's already like extremely good because that means you're like bottom and top ticking almost, right? So you're never going to get 100% the whole move. Like give you guys an example here. This trade here, I caught 75% of the move. It looks like a massive trade, right? It looked like I literally held through all this, right? All these highs, all this drawdown, or not even drawdown, just like unrealized. Well, technically kind of blew through everything here, but not the best example. But anyway, like it looks like I, maximized my winner here, right? But then you realize and look, price actually went 8 reward instead of 6. So I only got the 75% of TP, but this is already extremely good. If you can catch 75% of the move, it's already extremely good. Same here, like price, I basically caught 75% of the move here for the 3 sword. So if you can catch majority of the move, it's already very good. Harry's talking about his Google account, whatever. Now he's fine. 5 trades today on NASDAQ. Appreciate it. Only took the gold one today. Nice. What trade did you take, Harry, on gold today? I'll go over that trade in a bit here after I answer everyone's questions. How do you have the tabs for each chart? So for a chart here, you just double click. If you just double click on like one of your charts above here, it will open a new tab or just hit the new tab button here. I think you can even do Control T, maybe. I can't remember. But you can just add multiple tabs. I always have these 3 assets because these are the 3 assets I mainly trade. I've been trading NQ a lot more recently. I am actually enjoying NQ, to be honest. Like I do see what you guys mean by like TPs and stuff, like price moving quicker. I was very comfortable with trading ES though for a very long time. That's all. And considering like I'm risking personal capital on my trades instead of like funded accounts or prop firms, like it's a little uncomfortable for me to trade something that I'm not back tested, even though I know my strategy works. That's why like it took me a bit to really mentally shift from ES to NQ. But I figured it out now. It's completely fine. I trade the same way on NQ as I would on ES. Just have both of them up in case, SMTs, right? Like this is an SMT after you take out previous day high, which is definitely more of a red flag than if, let's say, you were taking a SMT before we take out previous day high or liquidity. Do you have any rules to when not to take a stop hunter? Yes, I do. Oh my gosh, I think my PC almost just crashed for some reason. That was weird. Yes, plugged in. I do have certain rules, and those rules I talk a lot really in the mentorship, to be honest, to most mentorship students. Like bad conditions, when ideally you shouldn't use a stop hunter. There's a good amount of stuff, but in terms of course content, I think I have like 2 videos on stop hunter. One is like a bad testing video. So yeah, there's that. Uh, Keter said, yeah, that student. Oh, okay. Keter said, yeah, my back tests are netting me some decent return, just trying to mimic it live. Yeah, like I said, Keter, the only difference between your live trading results and back test is your psychology. And not forcing like B setups. He had a crazy week, didn't he? Yeah, backtesting also helps a lot with psychology, but that's also personal work. Yeah, like I can't force my psychology onto other people. Like some people are actually have better psychology than me, and it's because they're very confident. A lot of it is really confidence at the end of the day. I think with a personal, they are even better because of proper trailing drawdown. It depends on a trailing drawdown that's implemented. If you are doing like live trailing drawdown, that's really bad. I wouldn't recommend you guys going for firms that have live trailing drawdown. Go with a firm that gives you like end of day drawdown, if you know what I mean. Not live trailing. The problem with live trailing is, let's say I'm positive right now so far on my count. If I'm up 6 risk reward and then it hits my stop loss or break even, I technically lost like 6. I'm down 6 risk reward on my count. It's kind of hard to explain unless you've experienced it before. I have experienced it before, so I really would avoid live trailing drawdown. Go with like end of day drawdown accounts for prop firms. How do you balance the charts in life? It's not as like my schedule's not as what's the right word? It's not as strictly scheduled out as it used to be when I went full time. I'm a lot more relaxed now, a lot more like freedom really to do whatever I want because my trading level and my psychology has been really good, I'd say, compared to most people. So like I can technically trade whenever I want. Like I can trade any type of really like I don't want to say any type of conditions, but any type of time, as long as the conditions look good. Like to me, like conditions are a lot more important than time. It just so happens that in good times, like kill zones, the conditions are very good. Like this is very good. Like this is very clean structure to trade and continue. Times like, where we just like stay kind of like sideways like this, not as good. I mean, I'm sure there's setups, right? Like you can see setups here. It's just that you might get like swept. Like here's just a clear example. You get swept before the true down move. And if you miss down move, then you miss it. So I think recognizing conditions is also pretty important for trading. But yes, definitely not as strict as it used to be for my schedule per se. Keter. Oh, Keter message retracted. Yeah, I can't see your message. I'm not sure what you said. Harry said, I heard that Apex is dodgy unless you're a YouTuber or something. Yeah, Apex, it's a little... it's definitely a little iffy. I'm not gonna lie. There's definitely some suspicious stuff that happens behind the scenes. I'm not really in a position to talk about it much, but I'm just saying, like, go with TOPSTEP until you're fully allocated. There's no reason to trade other firms that might deny your payouts because you're not a affiliate or something, right? Like until you get consistently profitable, let's stop talking about like what prop firm to go for. Just go for TOPSTEP. Like end of day discussion. Again, I'm not an affiliate. You can trust my word on this. I have multiple students getting payouts from TOPSTEP, multiple 5-figure payouts. I've gotten payouts from TOPSTEP. You guys don't have to worry about TOPSTEP not paying you out. Just follow their rules, okay? Follow their rules and their new pricing system, obviously, and you'll be good. Yeah, there's a Discord link for those that are interested in joining the free Discord. how do you trail your stop loss? So I recommend, I can't remember the video name to be honest, Harry, but it's in the course content about trailing stop loss. I don't do it often. Like, this is a situation where I will do it because we technically hit my TP. So what's the point of like staying in trade, right? There's not too much point in staying in trade. So I just trail here because this is internal. This is a fractal like seconds break. This breaks down. Less likely we hold here to go higher. More likely we can take out this slow as a sweep because this is fully mitigated. There's a PY here, but that's about it holding price. But yeah, I'd recommend go through our course content. I do talk about trailing stop loss. I think some of them is mentioned in the trade recaps. So you can check those out. Bros dripped down the LV, nice. Oh, I didn't think someone's gonna notice. It wasn't to flex or anything on stream. I don't like flexing. It's what I usually wear inside the house when it gets cold. I don't know, it just feels comfortable. That's it. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's just, yeah, I'm surprised you were able to tell. I don't think you can even see the LV logo on stream. Can you? I guess you can, maybe. Right here. Yeah, you can see it. Also, I've been seeing like the quarter zip trend. It's so funny, bro. Like how quarter zips, like people go from Nike Tech to quarter zips. Because I have a quarter zip, but I've had this for like years. Just randomly found in my closet. With my back testing, I only target 7.5 RR max due to the fact that TOPSTEP's 50% consistency. Yeah, depending on how much money you're risking per trade. Yeah, it just depends on how much you're risking per trade. But yeah, you do have to meet the consistency. So like TOPSTEP for passing counts, you have to make 50%, then 50%. So yeah, you should just stop once you hit 50% towards a profit target goal. Like, I remember debating someone on TikTok, and it was so dumb because they were asking like, how did I pass an account in 2 days? But little do they realize that there's a tiny buffer TOPSTEP gives you, where if you make 50% exact, almost exact, I would say like 50.7, 50.3 works fine. If you stop there and then you make another 50%ish on the second day, they will let you pass the 50% consistency rule basically in 2 trading days. So most times, like back when I was trading prop firms a lot, I just pass in 2 days, make 50%, make 50% the other day. And my trade frequency was kind of high because like it's either trade frequency is high so you can hit those targets or those RR targets, or you just wait for A plus setup and I wouldn't say full port, but risk enough to point where you can make 1500 or whatever their target is within one trade. That works too. But yeah, with the new TOPSTEP accounts, you guys can get them literally 50% off. Like pass account, get 50% off. Also, I need to start getting stuff for my setup here in the back. Like, I was about getting like LED lights, install them on the top here. It's kind of dark in the back, low key. Get some LED lights here. Probably get some like matte black finish for the background. Probably get like bed coating or something for the flooring. And probably like a glass panel. I haven't figured that stuff out yet, but it won't be that difficult. I have been starting to collect though. It's just like I guess a hobby. I don't know what you want to call it. The figurines are fire. Appreciate it. Yeah, I used to have like the small figurines, but I kind of like grew out of them because they're just really small. These are like the scaled ones where they're like they're not plastic. They're made of like resin material, if you know. And so the resin material is like super, it's pretty fragile. But they could really make it a lot more detailed. So it's very nice and very cool. But yeah, it's definitely for sure a nice like background. I think I just have to add like lights and stuff to it. Um, and I gotta bring back my LED lights too. But yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing with the background right now. I have like I have a lot coming in right now. Not gonna lie. Anyone recognize what anime this is from? I don't know if you guys like watch or anything like that. Some people do, some people don't. It's funny because I was talking to like one of the mentorship students, and like he watches stuff, and so we are just talking just a little bit about stuff like that. What do you guys watch? Let's see. Have you seen Gacha Kuda? I actually have. It's like pretty new. I I didn't watch. I think it like aired today, like a new episode. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch like probably. I'll catch up after it live stream. I also gotta do a call. I have to do like a call with a student later today, and then record a video or a few videos for trading stuff for the students, for the one-on-one students. So yeah, I'll probably watch like after I get all that done. But great trading day today. I mean, today's been a pretty good day for me overall. Hope you guys also did good trading wise. I mean, we'll probably start a poll to see like. Let's see how many people took the trade with me. We have 9 votes. So 3 of you guys took the trade with me. Hopefully you guys made money on the trade. I called out and TP'd. I just want to start poll real quick just to see like how many people here watching my streams are like not in the Discord but like in the group, either the course members chat or the mentorship. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of like Gachi Kuda is cool and all. I just think it's like a little. I hate to say this, but a little overrated. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say it's overrated because it's not even like that popular, to be honest. I think it's like where it should be, but the art style is definitely very interesting for sure for that show. Classic Big Three anime, yeah, Big Three. I've seen all the Big Three, or not all the Big Three. I've seen like majority of Naruto. I've seen all of Bleach, and I've seen like the first 50 episodes of One Piece. The One Piece for me was really hard to get into because it's so long. Again, yeah, it is a personal opinion, but yeah, you know, it is long, dude. So actually, contrary to what you guys are saying, all of this behind me is from bleach. Hopefully not Boruto. That's pretty funny. I'd hope I don't watch Boruto. No, I don't think I've seen Boruto. I heard it's bad, so I never really looked. Never really want to watch it. If it's bad, I'm not gonna watch it. But yeah, I do have a lot of stuff coming in my display, so I think it'll be very interesting and exciting. It's so funny transition from talking about trading to anime. Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. I'm about to get something. Bro, I forgot my mic. I always mute my mic before when I leave. I forgot my mic is muted. But yeah, no. Thanks for reminding me. That's Ichigo. That was your Blood War. Byakuya. White Ichigo is Aizen. And then all the way over here is Toshiro. Maybe see if I can show Toshiro better. But Toshiro's massive. There's Toshiro over there with a big ass dragon. And a lot of these light up too. I could show them lighting up, but it's gonna be take too much effort because I don't have like my outlet panel thing, outlet strip set up yet. But yeah, I think I'm spending like easy. I'll probably spend like a total of 10K across my whole collection here maybe a little bit more. We'll see like how it turns out. But the budget is basically around 10K. Because each one of these is like 500 to 600 price range. I pay a little bit more than that at times for certain things, but yeah, definitely more expensive than like PVC figurines for sure. They're really hard to assemble also. I would say solo leveling was really good. I like solo leveling. I think the first few episodes were peak and now starting to fall off. Were you saying One Piece or solo leveling? Is that eyes in the back? Yeah, it is. What do you think about JJK? Second season is great, dude. Stampede, I love JJK, dude. Absolutely love JJK. I'm actually getting two to three JJK figures. One of them is coming in right now, actually. One of them is Gojo, the other one's Yuji. I'm gonna get a Yuta at some point, and then probably get a Sukuna, Toji. The other characters in JJK, I mean, like Nanami, they're cool and all, but I don't want to, because these things, guys, they take up a lot of space. So, like, because they take up so much space, I try to keep what I want, like, you know, basically what I'm trying to say is I try to make it as, like, keep it selective, you know, my collection. Because of space. It's not money reasons. It's just like space reasons. I don't want to have my whole room filled with this stuff. Not that it's not cool or anything. It's just like it just takes up so much space, man. That's basically it. There is a setup right now on NQ2. If anyone did want to take that. Completely up to you. This was a setup here. And your entry would have been IFEG or OB, both are fine. Go for a 1-to-1, you hit TP. I think price should be drawing towards this high here. So this is just a, not financial advice, just a trade you can take if you want. For those that are, I know we were talking about anime before, but for those that are here for trading. So yeah, this is a potential setup you could take in, or even off the OB for a 6 sword. So that's where my draw is going to be. Again, didn't call this trade out. I called out the stop when I went out, but this is like part of my strategy here if you want to take this. And then depending on where you want to TP, it's up to you. Again, if you guys are new here, make sure to join the free Discord server. The link is in the chat. And I think a bot just joined, so I think I'm gonna ban this guy or girl. You guys gotta be careful also with bots, like fake accounts of me, because dude, they're like everywhere, man. It's also really annoying. It's actually really annoying. Can't do anything about it. You missed it? Yeah. This would have been the setup here. It's a nice 6 sword. It's a really good setup here. I mean, it's going. So props to those who took it. I mean, it is pretty late in the day, but this is a good setup going towards my draw and liquidity. At this point, we only have an hour till market closure, guys. There's still a chance for us to hit this 1 hour above just because of how much momentum like we have here. Like, this is kind of nuts here, this trade. You took and you're in? Nice. Yeah, it's an easy 6R right there. If you want to hold it all the way, it's up to you. Going back to JJK. I think JJK season 1 was pretty good, but I think season 2 just killed it. I mean, the Megumi versus Toji fight. Toji versus that one guy, dude. That dragon dude. The red dude. That was insane. And then we don't even have to talk about Sukuna versus Maharaga. That was a given banger. I will say though, I don't know if you guys have seen the Chainsaw Man movie, but I think the animation from the Chainsaw Man movie was very similar to like Maharaga versus Sukuna, but I think the Chainsaw Man movie was better, personally. I think it's probably the best, in my opinion, the best anime movie that's ever came out so far. I think it's better than the Demon Slayer one. I saw Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, but dude, I can't, bro. The backstory lasting like an hour and a half. Dude, I just can't. I don't know. It was okay, dude. I just wasn't a fan of how the pacing was. You haven't seen the movie for Chainsaw Man? Okay, I won't spoil anything, Harry. But look forward to it. It's a really good movie. The story is really good. The animation's like insane. It's really good. The sound also, the sound engineering was like top tier. Like they did a really good job. Harry, damn, that would be fire. I have only had PVC in the past. Eventually, can't wait to get the resin one eventually. Yeah, for sure, man. It's kind of hard to transition from PVC directly to resin, but dude, for me, like the first time I transitioned, I could never go back to PVC. Nothing wrong with PVC. There's pros of PVC though. It's very portable. You can bring wherever you want to go. If you move or you multiple houses, you can easily bring them wherever you want. They take up little to no space. They don't break also, PVC, because it's plastic. This stuff, resins, they break very easily. I've had to like super glue a few parts on because stuff just breaks. It's extremely like fragile. It's kind of like glass in a sense, but it's like in between glass and plastic. So yeah, it's a brittle material. That's like my biggest complaint with resin because of how expensive it is compared to PVC and the fact that it's like very fragile. It's not great, but design wise, oh yeah, beats it out the park for sure. My thing with trading outside hours is really slow usually. I'm surprised it isn't right now. Do you just go off how price is delivering? Yeah, Harry, I do go off how price is developing. Like, I mean, we still have solid like ranges here, right? Like it's not like where we just like slowly climb like this. We still have solid ranges here to trade. Dude, this thing is going. Whoever took that trade, you guys are banking right now, man. I mean, 6-3, and if you took this also at 6, guys, I'm really showing you on stream. Like people don't believe me when I say you can make 10 RR a day. I mean, this is 9 plus 6, guys. It's 15 risk reward. Like with my strategy system, you can this is easy doable. Like 6 risk reward, 6-3. There's only so much proof I can show with the strategy, man. It's a killer system. You just have to master it. Once you master it like me, I've been training the system for several years, so obviously it's probably easier for me to say that, but like once you master it, get the hang of it, if you need help, I have the mentorship one-on-one help to help you master it, just like how I trade it exactly. You can make so much money. It's insane. You don't even need like a crazy big account either, because you can compound it. You took it and you're in A's? Nice. Are you in the free Discord server as well, A's? First time seeing your name here, I think. Again, if you guys haven't left a like on the stream, make sure to leave a like. I think I'm trying to get my streams to more people out here, man. We usually average out like 11 to 20 or 10 to 20 viewers on stream concurrently. But I want to get to the level where like I'm not gonna get to Patrick Whelan level, but like 100 viewers concurrently. I have even had 10 hour days. I'm still learning. That's great, man. Yeah, 10 hour days is very good, dude. Like one of the students recently, the mentorship students. You guys, if you guys are in the chat, you guys know Machi. He had what was it? A 24 RR session. It wasn't even a day, it was a session. Just like nuts. Like in one session, I usually don't break 20. So the fact he broke 20 is really nuts, to be honest. Like I've had 20 R days before, but it's not like it's not common. 10 R is a lot more common. Yeah, Toji's the GOAT. I'm gonna go for a stop hunter if I see it. based on how this is delivering here, there's no stop hunter you can really take here at all because it's all bullish candles. It had to develop a bearish candle for you to take a stop hunter with. I mean, we'll see. But this is a lot of momentum. Usually when this happens, stop hunter may not occur. You kind of just have to catch it down here essentially. Your strategy is actually so good in mechanical stampede. That's what he said. Appreciate it. I learned the strategy in a few days and started making money right away. Last week I made 18R. Nice. That's good, man. 18R and you're still new to your system. That's good, dude. Keep killing it, man. Hoping to see you join the funding team and join the payout group. The payout squad. Because we have people totaling 5 figures and 6 figures plus in payouts in the chat. But I want to see more people do the same as well. Again, if you guys want to join the course and learn my strategy, it's in the pin chat. It just sends you a direct link to a checkout. So if you want to check it out, feel free to do there. And then if you want the mentorship, I know like most of like the students, they go for the mentorship. They just want to improve their trading. So if you really want to improve your trading, or if you're just like not profitable and you can't figure out what you're doing wrong, the mentorship is the best way to go. Because you get everything answered. Dude, this thing is flying, guys. Oh my goodness. This is flying, bro. I'm just kind of surprised because of the time. Like, it's 3 o'clock. It's flying. Damn. That's tough. Whoever took it, dude. That's tough, bro. There's not been a single losing trade today. If you traded with the trend today, I don't think there's a single losing setup. No, there's not a single losing trade today. So if you end red today, it's clearly either your strategy sucks or your psychology is really bad and you're missing all the good setups. What's funny is like people sometimes also say like they think I stream like whenever conditions are good, whatnot, but that's like how you should be trading. You should be trading when conditions are good or when you can understand where draw liquidity is. Like me, for example, the 1 hour here, it's very clear. This is the best potential outcome you can have for draw liquidity. When you have a massive fair value gap, people are trying to short this gap. I'm trying to long in this gap. This is like the best ideal situation when you have trending market structure and you have this massive gap to fill. Like these will get filled pretty quick. Like yes, we did have a downtrend here, but this downtrend will at some point stop and go higher. And you can even factor in sessions into this too. Like if we're gonna have go higher, we need a lot of movement, right? And a lot of that movement is likely to come from New York session because this is an indice, NQ. ES and NQ are indices. So that is something I failed to factor in here when I was like longing last night and shorting too though. The session, since it's not New York session, it's less likely to occur during these other sessions to go for that big imbalance, but that's cool. It's all good with me because I was able to still catch the other side of the market as well going short, which I'll go over real quick. We'll see if this trade plays out here. I mean, it's an insanely good trade. Sticks my system perfectly. What do you think about late entries? Late entries to me is just gambling, in my opinion, unless your draw is very clear. Like maybe you can enter up here, right, for a 1-to-1. Because if you're very confident price is going bullish, like you can enter like this technically for late entry, but keep in mind, you need a back test for late entries too. If your win rate is lower than 50% out of 1-to-1, you're not going to be profitable. So you do want to definitely factor that in when you're taking these late entries. Like how much conviction do you have in your trade to take the late entry, knowing that your risk score is going to decrease and that can mess up your EV of your overall system and profitability. You haven't backtested stop hunter yet? Yeah. A lot of people, I think, haven't backtested stop hunter as much. It's just because it's not my main strategy. My main strategy is, this. But stop hunter, like, when you know to use it, this is a 3R example we took on stream together. It's very good. Man, I want to see how strong Yuta will be. Oh, man. I read like a little bit of the manga for JJK. It would be cool to see animated. That's for sure. I forgot if that one move. Not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, they have not animated that part yet. Once it gets animated, you'll know. Like, Yuta is strong, bro. It's pretty damn busted. Not gonna lie. Also, a lot of people don't know, but he's like kind of related to Gojo. I think it's like cousin. I can't remember if it was cousin or something. But yeah, no, he's OP. Again, if you guys are not subbed, make sure to subscribe, alright? And turn on the notifications because I will be posting a trade recap, going over some of these other trades later, either today or tomorrow. I took an in this for 50-minute fair value. Got bearish. You think it's bearish? Oh, I think it's bullish personally. My draw has always been upside today. I was on about Gachakuda with the falling off. Harry, I do agree. The beginning of Gachakuda got me hooked, but later on, I just felt it was too slow and kind of boring. The new movies in cinemas for JJK, for me, it's not. In the US, it comes out like, I think next month. Oh, it's soon. Next week, basically. Yeah, I'm excited. I don't think it's gonna be nearly as good as the Chainsaw Man though, or Demon Slayer, but it's gonna be good. Like, I'll still go watch it and support. Harry, bro, if you're ever trying to get into resins later, you know, go for what's it called? Get your payouts, my boy. You know, lock in on trading, get good profitable backtest results. I know you said you wanted to join the mentorship at some point, so you know, work on saving up towards that. If you're still interested in that, lock in those payouts, and you can easily buy however much resins you want. Like, for example, like I can go for like a small trade and it can pay for all this here. Like, I don't think any jobs can do that for the most part. Maybe if you work at like Wall Street or something, but aside from those exceptions of those like top 0.1% of jobs, yeah, one trade can cover all this for me, no problem. So once you get to that level, it's not even about money. It's just about, I mean, the things I value most about time and also like space. Because there's only so much space I have in my office. This is my office. I don't know why I said room before, but same thing. This is one of my offices. I have multiple offices, but this is just one of them where I keep most of this stuff here. So I don't want to crowd each office with this stuff. That's why, yeah, space is like kind of like the main thing for me, to be honest, for collecting. That's why I'm trying to be very like selective, you know, on what I collect. I was waiting so long for One Punch Man. Oh, yes, hit the target. Ooh, okay, nice, good job, man. Yeah, if you're still in NQ, you can exit early, like how I did with the SMT here, or just hold for the high. I think this trade here you can hold for the high, to be honest, on NQ, just because the momentum, not just momentum, but mainly, to be honest, like we swept like on ES, at least this is all liquidity here that we've taken out. NQ, this isn't inducement because this didn't make a new high. This made an SMT high, but you can kind of consider the same thing here because of the SMT. This is where like we could make a new leg up for sure. I mean, go to the 5-minute. I think 30-minute might look more clear. Not 30-minute, 15-minute. No, 5-minute looks the best here, to be honest, for this. Like 5-minute looks very clear, you know, to the upside. So I do think you can hold this for the full TP here if you're in this NQ trade for 6R. I did exit on NQ. Okay, nice, dude. I was waiting so long for the One Punch Man. Time to read the manga. Oh, dude. I've been watching One Punch Man, new season. It's so bad. I'm gonna be honest, dude. Bro, it's actually so bad. Nice, you exit on NQ. Cool. Yeah, it's just like so underwhelming. Like the new director is just awful. Like I don't know how. Like, dude, season one animation was peak. How I don't know how they fell off like that hard. That's an insane fall off. Like I don't know. It's just pretty nuts to me. Yeah, they gotta do something with that show. They got no, they don't even gotta do anything. They gotta remake the whole thing. They gotta remake all of season 3 because it's bad. It's really bad. Because I like One Punch Man too, but the animation is really really bad. It's not even. It's nowhere close to even what the manga looks like too. So take that as you will, but that's my opinion personally. What do you guys think I should do more on streams to get more people watching and joining the streams? My streams are pretty stable in terms of the people that watch concurrently, but it's just like I'm trying to break like the 100 concurrent viewer mark. You know what I'm saying? Without getting canceled, obviously. Like I'm not about to do some crazy stuff like TJR. You seen the new memes? Yeah, it's bad. So yeah, solo leveling is gonna be exciting. I also read part of the manga for that or manhwa. Most guys they come at 9:30. What? Not sure what you mean. You mean just like 9:30 open? Cause yeah, that's new stock exchange open. All right. I think I. Oh, I think I forgot to enable that. Whoops, that's an accident. If you're also wondering, guys, I think some people might ask about the indicator. The indicator, you can still get it here. I'll send the link here if you guys want access to the ETU indicator. It's like the only indicator I use now because I basically custom coded all this to fit my strategy system. It just saves me so much time. Like previous day high, it would suck to have to mark this manually yourself. Session highs and lows, like we swept both these and boom, you get a really nice reversal. Swept London session low, and then we got an entry model right after there, boom. Like these are very helpful points to keep in mind when you're trading, as well as like the zones that get marked out automatically. These are very helpful for me when I'm trading because sometimes you'll miss POI sometimes. Like this is an OB right here, and you'll miss it by accident with your eyes. I personally don't really miss them with my eyes because I spot them really fast. But like something like this small IFG, I still consider with the body closure above. Like you'll miss this if you don't have an indicator or something, right? But with the indicator, it just marks it all for me. Like even this IFG, if you took the inversion later above here, take this here, stop right here. I mean, it does everything for me that I need to. Most of my trading, like even analysis, is pretty automated for the most part because daily bias is given to me every day. It's a new different daily bias. Structure is also marked out as well. If you see like break structure, break structure, break structure. These are all marked basically correct for the most part. Sometimes the sweeps get glitchy. Like, not sure what happened here. I might have to update the code here for this. Not sure what happened there, but you can see, yeah, like structure for the most part, I still do mostly like manually look at. But indicator helps me in times when I get lazy. I think a schedule for the streams might help. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, my lifestyle is not very scheduled like at all. At this point in my trading, I kind of just do whatever I want. I know it sounds like not disciplined, but you have to keep in mind when you stay disciplined for the first year or two and you build really good habits and you have the skill set of trading. This is the power of the skill set of trading. You could do whatever you want later. I can hop on a chart whatever time I want. If I see a good setup and lines my strategy, I'm taking it. Boom, that's it. Like, not doing anything else, right? So that's the power of trading, man. Once you have the skill set, once you master it with your eyes, it's just boom. Like, you can do whatever you want. That's why I don't really have a stream schedule too, because I don't want to lock myself on like I don't want to say 9 to 5, but basically, yeah, I don't want to make trading like on YouTube or streaming like a 9 to 5 job. Okay, so that's why I don't have like a stream schedule. But if you mean like in terms of like getting like consistent viewers and hitting the 100 viewer mark, then yeah, I agree. I think for sure having a schedule is gonna help build traction, because a lot of like social media too is like momentum. So in order to build momentum, you obviously need, a consistent fan base, consistent schedule. I think I have a pretty consistent fan base with you guys, especially in the course, and the members in there that watch the stuff. Because you guys are very serious about trading, I can tell, and getting better. But like in terms of like new people staying consistently with the channel, stuff like that, yeah, a consistent stream schedule would obviously help for sure. But again, just for me to balance out the two, like I'd rather just do whatever I want with my time than lock into a 95 and get more viewers. But yeah, that might be the downfall to why I can't get 100 viewers concurrently, but that's cool. I mean, I'm fine with growing slow too. Oh, they start to stream. Oh, I see what you mean. A's. Yeah, they start to stream at 9:30. Yeah, I usually stream like 10:30ish, 11. In 8 session, it'll be like obviously late, less people watching. But yeah, that makes sense. Maybe streaming a little bit earlier would help too. When I do want to stream on these days, again, I took trades. I was trading last night very late, like almost 3 a.m. So, sleep wise, I woke up a little bit later, but that's just today. Wait, this could be a stop hunter today? Stop hunter here? Yeah, it's just balancing between like, I guess you call it business or social media and like lifestyle they want to live. So 11 is gonna get crazy with like the action, because I read it. It's gonna get a lot more crazy with the action. So if they do the animation justice, you're gonna be in for a treat for soul leveling. Yeah, for sure. Harry said, yeah, for sure. I agree. Can't wait to get to that stage. Yeah, still gonna get the mentorship when I can. Trading really is the only way I see ahead. Best for money and travel, I think. Yeah, it is. It's definitely like, it's the best job in the world. It really is. That does not mean it's easy though. Trading is not easy. But if you can handle through hardship and continue and really lock in and learn and practice, and you're really disciplined, like I said with the other student, 35K in payouts with my strategy in 1 or 2 months. Literally within the first 4 calls in a mentorship, he's already made over 35K. Like, the impact is huge on your life. It really is. 35K is some people's yearly salary in certain countries. Certain countries that could be more than yearly. So invest in yourself, spend time trading, but also be smart about how you spend your time trading. Like for a majority of students, I would say probably all of them even, a lot of the mentorship students that apply for the mentorship and come work with me one-on-one, they're people that are failing trading for 1 to 3 years from my surveying. And so the 6 weeks to get mentorship is 6 weeks long. And I'm gonna get you a profitable strategy within that 6 weeks, guaranteed. And the 6 weeks, comparing 6 weeks to 3 years of failure, you can see how there's a huge quantity and time difference there. But because the mentorship, I focus so much on high quality screen time and deliberate journaling and like adding and providing feedback to you that you implement and change the way you think about the markets and yourself. It's a lot more effective than the 3 years. Like 6 months or 6 weeks of really hard, high quality work is going to change your life more than 3 years of low quality, mediocre, putting in half effort. I'm not saying you guys are not putting in effort like for 3 years, but if you're not putting in the right effort or the right effort or right training, the 3 years are kind of like don't want to call it a waste of time, but you're not really progressing linearly. It's kind of like this. If you want to apply for the mentorship, there's the link to apply. I will say it is more expensive, much more expensive than the course, and it's completely justified pricing, in my opinion, just based on student results of getting everyone profitable that has done the mentorship. We've so far maintained this at 100% success rate with all the students in terms of getting them a profitable strategy system that's very consistent over the long run that can make them up to 100 scored a month. And people are still working there, you know, but just keep practicing, keep getting better, keep drilling, you will get there. And there's a link to the WAP if you guys want to check out the course and everything else I have to offer. I used to offer like a journal, but that's free now, included with y'all's membership. So there's just a course, which I call the 100 score course, self-paced learning. There's the mentorship one-on-one program that's very exclusive. Again, I only have one spot right now for the mentorship. So if you want to lock in now, change your life in 6 weeks, apply for the mentorship link down below. And again, it's only one spot left. Only open spots one at a time. And then if you are interested in just like having something to help, you know, mark out everything on your chart with my strategy, like if you're learning my strategy, you might as well get the indicator because it helps with strategy, marking out a lot of stuff automatically for you. Then I recommend checking out the indicator as well on the WAP. This is the all-in-one indicator, so it includes all the indicators put together. But there's also a way you can modulate it and like have all of them together in the indicator section too. I thought that low might have got swept, got an alert on it. Yeah, the low did get swept. I'm not sure which low you're talking about, but this is the low, like bearish candle low here for your stop hunter. I wouldn't be looking at like this low here. This would be like your miniature inducement for your PY to go higher. Based on internal structure, not external, by the way. It's internal. But you keep in mind, you know, ES already did take out that high. So if you were in this long, like you either TP here or you just hold. I think holding here is completely fine though. If you're still in NQ trade, it should go, in my opinion. It didn't go the first time here on NQ, but it should go now. Course is actually super cheap. Mentorship price makes sense. Yeah. Like literally people make back their return on investment. A lot of people make back their ROI, which is, by the way, if you guys just want to know the price straight up, the mentorship is 5K. Okay. A lot of students, I would say majority students make back their ROI, which is the 5K, before the mentorship 6 weeks even ends. Like for example, that student that got 35K in payouts. We have another student like going full time into trading, and other students that are already full time now into trading. And you can imagine how much money you make on your investment really throughout your lifetime of trading. You'll get it to a point in your trading where like 5K, the 5K investment is like so little money because you'll make more than 5K within a single trade. You guys got to also leverage prop firms in the beginning. So like I told all the mentorship students, depending on how much capital they have saved up, which I assume they probably don't have too much if they're investing a lot of their capital into the mentorship, go for prop firms, make your high ROI, save up. Like don't go recklessly spending your money, okay? Save up a lot of the money. Try to be as frugal as possible within, I'd say, even like the first few months minimum, depending on how fast you're compounding your prop firm accounts. You know, maybe you could spend some, reward yourself here and there, but because positive reinforcement is good, like for you internally, but keep in mind, be realistic. You gotta save up for a personal account at some point, or you trade prop firms the rest of your life, which you could do that as well. You know, as long as you're going with good firms that pay out, that's also, it's not like a thing I'm opposed to. For example, you know, like if you can get 50K, 60K, 100K in payouts every month consistently, and the prop firm will pay you out, go ahead. You can do that. You don't need to risk any of your personal capital. It's all really like personal, I'd say, preference, to be honest, when it comes to that. and also being realistic, seeing what works best with your lifestyle and how risk averse you are. I don't think firms will be around forever. It's hard to say because there was a period where forex prop firms got shut down. Like a lot of them got shut down, and a lot of people like lost their capital and leverage, and so they didn't even have a personal account. That's the problem. You need to save your money in case they do get shut down, because you need income coming in. Like imagine you live a lavish lifestyle, you have bills to pay, and then all of a sudden firms get shut down. Now, what money are you gonna use to trade? Like trading is risking money on a line to make even more money. So you gotta think of these realistic situations. Like yes, numbers on the screen are cool and all, but make sure like you understand like what that means to your life and lifestyle. Everyone's different. I can't give super specific personal suggestions, but I do give suggestions that are more applicable to the students, because depending on if they feel comfortable not sharing like what situation they are in personally. But I would say like most students, let me think. 2, 3. Okay, never mind. Every student I've talked to for a mentorship, I get to know you guys on a personal level enough, like your situation, like what job, what you're doing with your life, do you want to go full-time trading or not, to give enough personal advice on like a trading plan for you to go full-time, because that's the ultimate goal. I think there's only one student in the mentorship that doesn't mind working a job while trading, but I think every other student in the mentorship that's applied and I've done the calls with, they do say that they want to do full-time just trading. I'm gonna end the stream here in a bit. We'll see if this actually goes to draw. That'd be pretty cool. It's I don't think it's gonna hit my 1 hour here. 30 minutes. It's moving slow now. But yeah, Harry, for the stop hunter you were talking about earlier, this would have been the trade. It's not a really good risk reward here to be honest, but 1.69. That would have been your stop hunter. Anyway, no more talking about TOPSTEP because we already talked about TOPSTEP enough. Again, keep in mind their new payout rules. Go to the website. It probably explains it better than I would probably explain it. So, overall gist of the payout rules is not as ideal as before, but the accounts are half price. Remember guys, every single day is an opportunity to make money in the markets. Don't let like anyone else tell you that like otherwise, you know. Like the people that take one trade a day, I mean there's nothing wrong with that rule, but I think that limits you a lot in terms of our potential. That's why I really like my strategy, because you get a chance to take multiple different types of trades per day. And that can increase the risk reward that you ultimately end up making. Oh, look, NQ is about to go for it too. Getting very close. What would be the minimum you recommend for personal? So for a personal account, it depends on your broker. Different brokers have different margin requirements, so that's something you need to look into. But I'd say as a general guideline, like it's hard to give general advice because people are from so many different like living areas. Living costs are very different, but like I'd say at least if you're gonna do proper risk management like 1%, you're gonna need like 10K in your account for personal. If you're gonna up your risk management percent wise and risk a higher chance of like risk of ruin, which is not good, like 1K. But 10K I think is like an ideal spot for. But again, remember you should be saving up that, not even saving up that, like getting a lot of payouts that get way past that 10K mark and then putting in 10K. You don't want to like get 10K payouts and just dump it all into your personal account with nothing else like backing you up, no other backup. All right, congrats to those that held. It's about to go for your high time frame draw, man. NQ hit, yes sir, yes sir. It actually didn't hit, almost, very close, about to hit. Look at this draw, guys. And Alasi, this is a thing where like experience comes into play. People will mark this as a 50% range, but never goes to this discount. If you guys have watched a course or done the mentorship, you guys know I talk about advanced and simplified 50% rule. You need to trail your inducement. So this would be like my 50% range here, or even this. Both are either way in 50% discount. And using time theory, we've been up here for like 2 hours. Have not even gotten close to 50% down here, so there's no reason for price to go all the way down here. Boom! There's NQ. NQ hit for those that held the 6th risk reward. Damn. Been easy. What's the right word? Wait, hold on. Let me check. Oh my gosh, I think it can go for my 1 hour draw here that I called out earlier. If these candles are big enough, it can definitely go for my 1 hour draw. That's nuts. That's aftermarket for you, or like power hour. Sheesh. I think I lost my chat. Where'd it go? What the? Something glitched for a second. You missed a stop hunter, Harry? Damn. That sucks. Would have been amazing RR if you held for a. Well, not amazing. 3 to 4. I mean, ideally, the 11 RR for the 1 hour. Oh, I hope you guys are learning on these streams too. Like, I'm just showing you guys proof that my strategy works. You can maintain a good, solid win rate and have high risk reward, and how I view the market. Like, there's no setups here. Yeah, there's no setups here. I don't see anything here. This POI, go for the high. Like, if you're someone that's like counter trending, you're gonna take losses, like lose here. No reason to short here when we're bullish. What do you think of gold today? Do you take any today on gold? I don't think so. I think not today. Let me leave replay mode. I don't think I took anything on gold today. I took it last night on gold. If you want to count, so it's technically today. This is when I stayed up last night to take this 4 risk reward trade on gold, but with nothing on during New York session. Let me go over my trade on gold real quick here. Very straightforward. On the left here, there's nothing unmitigated here, right? And so I was just seeing us, or nothing unmitigated here. I think actually, is there? There might be something here. But I took a short here, basically continuing this downtrend here. So let me zoom out real quick because I think there's something else that I saw here. So what I noticed here was we took out this high here. Okay, so we have a high time frame high we took out. We even manipulated multiple times because this is the high that marked out. We did a liquidity sweep, go higher, but then I realized, look, we started chopping around here and started creating new value. And I was just basically following this trend here on gold. Like, us taking out this low is not as good of a sweep as us taking out this low here. Why? Because this low got taken out pretty fast. An hour. This took 5 hours. Using time theory, just took 5-6 hours to take out this low. So this low is not as good as a sweep of this low here because this low got taken out much quicker. Like, this is my market structure here. Boom. Very quick, right? But then, like, if you think about market structure here on this side here, like, this is like where like we start creating new market structure here on the right side here, and we want to follow the trend on the right side here then, because this is more relevant in terms of time to where price can likely head to. So this sweep is not going to be nowhere as good as this sweep that happened right after. So what I did here was take a stop on her. I can mark it real quick. I'm sure you see it here. Okay, I did not mean to mark that. There's my internal sweep, entered right there on the candle. Where's my, where did I cover? Prior to this mitigation here, right? Because it's a stop hunter, that's where I put my stop loss. And my TP was just at the low for 3.8 risk reward. So this was my low. It's technically not really a break of structure actually, because we didn't mitigate anything here. Back to 50%, like no mitigation here at least. So I probably wouldn't consider it really a break of structure. It's more of an internal break here, not external. But that's my 4R I took on gold last night. And then for the trade before, this was like, look, this is a perfect example here of a good liquidity sweep. It happens right after. You see how like this low made this new high, right? But then we took out this low like very fast, right? Look, within 12 minutes, we took out this low immediately. That is a much better liquidity sweep than you trying to long gold after we take out this low here. Because I mean, we were here developing new price and new trend here for 5 hours and then taking out this low. This is not a good, or it's not a bad sweep. This is not an ideal sweep. For an ideal sweep, you want to see it taken out pretty quick. So this setup here was an A+ setup. We were obviously like clearly look to the left. I mean, we're clearly bullish here, right? Breaking to the upside. I'll just follow the trend here very simply. OB entry model, number one, liquidity sweep. My indicator marked actually here perfectly with the X. Number two, tapped into a PY. Number three, OB entry model. Number four, trade management. And for trade management here, I mean, it didn't even get anywhere close to my entry after I entered. Just went straight into profit and P&L. And boom. Where's my target here? 11 risk reward. Why? Look at this. Look to the left. There's these highs. I think this one didn't even get hit either. These highs are all just stacked highs. You can count this as trend line liquidity on a higher time frame. This is a high time frame external trend line liquidity. All this can get taken out here, right? Because I'm bullish. If we're bullish, highs are weak. And after we take out this high here, the next high is all the way up here. But I did recognize we do have supply here. So after taking out these three highs, I was good enough and satisfied with my trade here. And I just TB'd here, and that was it for that day on gold. I'm trying to talk a little bit quickly because I know the streams has been almost 3 hours. I don't want to keep guys here for too long. Wait, did you guys see my chart? You guys saw my chart, right? I don't know if my camera, I just realized my webcam might be blocking my chart when I was talking. I don't think it did, right? Anyway, that was my gold trades. That one and this winner. That's it for gold. I got the one just after New York Open for gold. Oh, you got the short or long? It's a very nice short for sure. The short went a lot of points. Yeah, almost went 1%. Really nice short and long. Both sides played out today on gold, so whichever side you're on, doesn't matter really here. But obviously you want to lean towards bullish because, I mean, we're overall still going to the right, top right of your screen, not bottom right. But it looks good. Long, nice, yeah. It's a great long. The setups, I can see it. OB here. Cover low or cover the OB if you want. I think you could have easily gotten like a 6 to 9 risk reward. Does gold trade similar to NQ? I'd say like, hold on, I'm checking chat here. I think someone messaged. Oh, no, I think someone joined the server. Hold on. I should probably ban this person. I think this is a bot. Alright, Anaya, DM me later if you're not a bot, but I'm pretty sure you're a bot based on your bio here. So you're getting banned. What's up, Ospinra? I assume you're new here. Yeah, so Ospinra, TOPSTEP has a new pricing model, and their new pricing model is $89 for a 50K account total, no activation fees. Originally, you had to pay $200 for a 50K account, so their new standard of pricing is 50% off, and I think if you use the code Armand40, you might get 40% off. I think it's a one-time use. Again, don't quote me on that. I don't know if it's still active now, but it was before. That's basically the gist for that. I'm doing this since it did hit TP for those that took it. And I'm send this to the let's call it the group chat. Let me get rid of this red line. Man, there's definitely some perks when it comes to typing quick. That's for sure. I think my Discord's like glitching right now. I only took 4 with that, but I had a big stop a little low. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. It's not bad. It's not a bad stop loss placement. Does gold, Stampede said, does gold trade similar to NQ? I am currently only trading one asset. Want to start trading too soon? I'd say gold trades, in terms of volatility, gold is still more volatile than gold is still more volatile than NQ. You can probably tell, but today, maybe not so much. NQ is pretty volatile today in terms of how much it expanded. But that's just due to draw liquidity purposes. But I'd say, like, yeah, gold is more similar to NQ than, like, ES, for example, because ES is pretty slow. A lot of the members in the group, like mentorship students, they're trading NQ and gold and ES. So those are the main 3. Again, literally the main 3 I trade. They trade as well. So you should have no problem trading them. If you're profitable with that one asset, understand, practice the other assets, and you should be good. There's going to be some tweaks you might have to change and make, which is what I discussed with the mentorship students when it comes to like trading gold versus like NQ. But aside from that, yeah, you can try out trading gold. Did you stop trading oil? Yeah, I did stop trading oil, Harry. It was too much for me to handle, like having technically 5 assets. So it was just too much for me to have up and trading at one time. And at the time, I was trying to be as active as I could in the course members chat. Like this was like a while ago, maybe like 7 months ago, 8 months ago. So it was too time consuming for me to manage like a Discord and everything, trading that many assets. And honestly, I'm more like, I don't want to say happy, but yeah, more like I don't mind not trading gold or oil anymore now. Like I understand gold and NQ even better now than before, and I'm very satisfied with the results so far I've been trading with these two. So I don't mind. Oil is extremely volatile. Oil is like one of those assets where honestly, in my opinion, it's a really good asset if you want to swing trade. Like trust me on this, but if you want to swing trade, like hold trades overnight, go for far big RR. I've taken trades on oil that have gone like 30 plus RR. And the reason why is because I get the bottom or top tick of the market, expecting a continuation, and I just literally hold for a really high time frame target, and it just trends, bro. If you guys look at the oil chart and have traded oil personally in your past, you notice the same pattern. It just trends really well. So I'd say if you're into swing trading and high RRTPs, you can try out oil, but I'm not going to give much further advice on oil just because I'm done with oil now. I'm really just focusing, like I said, NQ, gold. So those are assets, but hope you guys did have a really good trading day today. We see 13 votes in. You guys has not voted on the poll where I asked if you guys are in a course of mentorship, make sure to vote, but it seems like a lot of people are not. 62% of 13, so that's like 8 people. So 5 people here in the chat currently watching are in the course or mentorship, so they know my strategy, and then the other 8 people do not, which is cool. You guys can chill in here, just watch my content if you want, just want free content, see how I trade. If you enjoy how I trade and you really want to learn how I actually trade, you can join the course, sign up. Mentorship spot, one available, like I said before. But yeah, definitely more people than I expected, to be honest, that are not in the course or mentorship from the poll. I always like, whenever I stream, for some reason, I don't know why, I think it's because a lot of the people that are chatting, like sending me messages here, are in the course or mentorship. So I have this like, I think that most people are in the course or mentorship, when in reality, like most people watching actually are not chatting and they're not in the course. So I don't see y'all's name, but yeah, for sure. Seems like most people are not, which is cool with me. If you want to just like check out the free content on my channel, I have like a boot camp if you're new to trading. I do have advanced content, so like wherever you are in your trading journey, whether you're brand new, intermediate, or advanced, I have content catered to all three. So you don't have to worry about lack of content on my channel per se. If you want to join the free Discord, I do have more resources in there to help you guys out, especially if you're like struggling with trading. Chat with some other people, talk in a free community. I want to get like the Discord more engaging because we have like almost 1,000 members in the Discord, but most times I do notice it's almost always like basically the same people talking, which is not a problem, but I do want to get some more like activity, and stuff within the Discord. So yeah, join the free Discord server. Stream Elements did send a link to that if you're interested. We are gonna hit my 1 hour today, aren't we, huh? 13 minutes till market closure. Usually I don't stream until market closure, but it seems like you guys have a lot of questions today, so might as well stay on. What's up, Mark? I had to watch the 100RR videos a couple times to understand your concepts, but now I'm starting to get it. Nice. Glad to hear it. A lot of it also has to do with like practicing, man. Practice, like, learn my stuff, then practice like marking out on your charts. Not even trading it, just like marking stuff out. The more you practice developing screen time, marking stuff out, knowing which ranges to use, you're gonna get a lot better at trading. Guarantee it. 100R a month is not a far stretch for a lot of you guys. Also, by the way, when I say that, you don't need 100R a month, guys. That's just the potential of my strategy that can generate you. 20RR is, no, not even 20. 10RR to 20R a month, that range is already very good. You're beating, not, I don't have the exact number, but at least 95% of traders, guys. You're in the top 5% if you're making 10 to 20R a month. So if you're making 100R a month, this is like top 0.1%. You don't need to be in the top 0.1%. Obviously, we want to strive. We want to strive to become better every day, but just keep your expectations to the point where it's like you're not annoyed or mad at yourself for making only 10 risks for a month. Just know you're really part of the 5%. 90% don't even make money, they lose money. So even if you break even on a month, you're better than 90% of people. I use TradingView, yeah, for sure. You can use TradingView or use FX Replay. Oh my gosh, guys. It's going crazy, bro. Absolute cinema. Oh. I'm telling you, dude. Like, predicting all this out live. 1 hour is about to get hit here. My draw. Before market closure. Let's see what ES is doing. ES is gonna, here's my like opinion here. ES is going to take out the high, I think. Then it's gonna take out the high, and when it takes out the high, NQ will mitigate the 1 hour. That's what I'm seeing. Let's see if that's true or not. This is just for fun. Actually, ES is much closer to the high, but maybe NQ will give you a massive fat candle. Man, whoever held that 6R, bro, to draw, how much risk reward was this? Just wondering. Damn, damn. Yeah, no, that's crazy. For a late in the day type of trade, 13 risk reward is nuts, bro. That's like a trade you get at open. There are times definitely though, you would get a bigger trade in later in the day, and it has to do with the volatility in the morning, because yes, price moves more in the morning, but also keep in mind that also means each candle is bigger, so your stop loss on average during kill zone is going to be bigger compared to like a smaller stop loss, you know, outside of kill zone. You could trade both times though. Just liquidity purposes, I prefer trading like near kill zone or in kill zone. All right, see you, Harry. Have a good one. So Harry said, I gotta go. Love the stream. It's been fire. Have a good day. Thank you. No problem. I'll see you on the other side once you start getting those payouts, man. Oh, so Mark, you're already in the course, right? Sometimes I like can't like pinpoint people like with certain like people in the course, because I think people have different names on YouTube than their name in the course. Okay, I got a application for the one-on-one mentorship. Let me see. I think someone sent in something. Again, for those that are new here that are interested, like I said, the form is on my website. You can fill out for the one-on-one mentorship. It's just one spot. You guys are gonna have to fight for it. What I usually do is I compare it. So this is my criteria usually for like determining with one spot. I usually have multiple people fighting for that one spot. Usually for this one spot, how I determine my criteria is kind of really two things. The first thing really is like your responses to the questions I ask, and I do score and rate them, or they're automatically rated based on what I think is important. So depending on what you put in for the responses is very important. But also another thing that's important really is also like how serious you are. And I'm gonna be honest, people can say they're serious about trading, and other people can say they're not serious. But I think the easiest way to determine if someone's serious or not is like action. You know, you guys always hear the word or saying actions speak louder than words, and that's just completely true. Actions do speak louder than words, and that's why, like, I think if someone has good responses to form, they're saying they're serious. But if they don't take action in terms of like joining, like I'll send you a link, send you an email about the details of what the next steps are, and then the payment. If you're not that serious about trading, your actions, then also you're not gonna like go through with the payment. You're gonna be like, oh, give me like maybe 3 months or a year or something. I don't know, or just hesitate. If you're like very hesitant on joining, I don't think you should just join. It's not for you. I need someone that's fully locked in, that's fully dedicated, that's actually, this is a bad word, but balls deep into trading. Like you really, really want to take action. If you can take action and show me that you're urgent about changing your life through, getting in first through the payment, and then also show me with your words, through the form, like your actions. If your actions basically align with your words that you're saying, that's the type of student I'm looking for to be the next mentee. Because otherwise, like, if you're not that serious about trading, the mentorship is not going to be worth for you, because you also need to do your homework. Because like in the mentorship, it's not just like me teaching you, right? Giving you feedback. It's also, I have homework assigned to you guys weekly, and you guys have to do this homework. If you do not do this homework, you're doing a disservice to not only yourself, but the money you're putting in to the mentorship. So it forces you to do the proper homework, and I will tell you exactly, what to do for the homework, what I want you to do. And we will review your homework in every session, in the beginning of every session. So that's usually how it works for the mentorship, and people find a lot of success with that. My goal really for the mentorship program, we're going to try our best to maintain our current 100% success rate with students. Okay. I just don't believe it's possible for you not to succeed with my strategy once you master it. There's like no way it does not work. So that's kind of like my view for the mentorship currently here with the one spot. I know we have a few applicants overall for this current spot right now. So we'll see how serious people are. I think I'm gonna go over real quick, guys, before I end the stream here. We'll see. I kind of want to record to see if in the last 4 minutes if we'll hit the 1 hour. We did take out the high on ES. That's why we're going down. I'm gonna explain the trade I took last night, because I explained the gold 4 sword and 11 sword trade. Again, I'll do a full-on trade recap for those that missed it on today's stream. Anyway, but to end the stream today, going over these 3 trades I took last night on NQ. So let's go back in time here real quick. Go back here, and let's go in the 1 hour. So what I was seeing here is we have a lot of imbalance to the downside here. So there's potential room to the downside, and the only way you can really know how to follow to the downside is you have to see how market structure is shifting. So you can call it whatever you want, but basically I was seeing how like we mark out your structure here. So low, made a new high. Low, we failed to make a new high. It's clear probably on the 1 minute here, by the way, for the ranges here. But we failed to make a new high, which is okay. But look, we failed to hold this low, which is very important. We made it low, lower low. We also failed to make a high here again. And clearly just looking at this, like even with common sense, we are downtrending now here. So what's the point of trying to long here? There's no point here, right? Until we get to like discount. And so the discount is potentially this PY below here. Now I did long too early. The reason why is because I saw this liquidity sweep here, because this low here made this new high, and technically all this structure in between is like internal swing structure. If you remember from the course, I talk about internal swing structure. That's why I was kind of seeing this as a liquidity sweep, thinking we go higher from here, but not factoring that this is London session, not New York session down here. And also we still have all this imbalance below. It was a premature entry to go to the upside, and that's why I took the 2 losses. But you see how, because I was bearish at the time with the market structure, I took a right here, this PY here. So we can mark this right there, mark it exactly. Here's a flip. So here's your flip zone here, because this is your high, this is your new low that you're making, right? Ignore the X's here. These are break structures. So downside, break, right? Just following the trend here. Like, don't overcomplicate stuff and look too far back. Look at what's currently happening with order flow. Going to the downside, so I'm just following order flow and using my rule of candlestick theory, or not candlestick theory, counting candles. Like this is about like a 15-minute or 15 candle range, right? And because it's a 15 candle range and counting candles, it's a very small range based on my mathematical formula I told you guys about, right? In terms of candle ranges. Usually candle range, like a big one, a normal range is 30 candles plus. This is a small range. It's not even close to 30 candles. It's half of that. So I just have a limit order here. You can take this with a like impulse model because it's a small range. So if you took an impulse model, here's your DP, here's your stop loss, target, whatever. But I had a limit order here because this is completely fine with me since it's a small range. Limit order, where's my TP? Well, here are your TP potentials. Either at demand here for 2.7, 2.4, not bad, right? It's not a bad RR trade. But what's the point of TP in here when we're bearish? If we're bearish, lows are weak. You're either gonna target this low here for forward sword, or you target something on the left. And on the left here, this is what I was talking about when I was talking about like everything fully mitigated. On left here, all this is fully mitigated, even on like the 5-minute and other time frames. Because it's all fully mitigated, this is all gonna get ran. This low is gonna get taken based on how I view price. Because this low is gonna get taken, I'm just gonna target this low here for my trade. So that was my TP. I just target that low there, and that's it. Now after I target this low, then I flip bullish again because again, this low broke above. This is all just internal structure. I'm gonna go in depth in the trade recap video on why this is not ideal as a sweep here. Like why this sweep here is not as ideal because of what happened here. I did talk about it, I think a little bit in the beginning of today's stream, but I want to save that for later for a trade recap video. You see how this sweep happened immediately here, right here? This sweep, to sweep this low here, it took 10 hours. Okay, something else happened like similar to this before, I'll talk about it later, but that's why I took a loss. And what's funny is before, like, a lot of you guys, I tell you guys to rate your trades, A plus, A, B, B plus. There's no such thing as C trades to me. C setups to me just means trades you should not be taking and you should not even like consider at all. Those are just trades that are just bad trades in general, trades that are not profitable. So obviously there's no C trade rating for me. When I was taking this trade live, I knew like at the time this was not a good trade. Okay, so I didn't make a mistake here. I knew this was not a good trade, but I even gave myself a second attempt. The reason why is because look, if you go on 25th, let me try to find the 25th here. I think it was this, was it this time? We had an SMT with ES here. So this was my sweep. And I OB entry model, it failed, right? And then I got another OB entry model. I took this OB entry model. Why? Well, because I was seeing how like we had an SMT here internally. This is not an external SMT. Like today, this was the internal. But let me find this. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Oh, right here. So here, 2 o'clock. You see how this is SMT because ES did not take out the low. It made equal, which is not considered taken out for me. In this case, it got taken out here though. 210, 211, it should be this. Yep. So ES held, and that's why I re-entered with the OB entry model. And it went in profit. Like, look, we got a good like forward sword. This is a pretty solid risk reward. But the reason why like it failed is because obviously I'm gonna explain it later in a trade recap video why this was at the time I knew already ahead of time this was lower probability. So I was fine with taking this loss here. My chart is kind of glitching right now. Hold on. I think I marked this on the what time frame did I mark that on? 5-minute? Yeah, so there's a 5-minute PY here for demand. So a few issues here. Time theory here, I'll explain later in the trade recap video. Number 2 is we have a huge imbalance below that we can fill. Number 3 is session timing. I don't use this too often, but it is a factor that does affect certain trades. Expansion usually happens during New York session because a lot of volatility for indices. It doesn't happen as often during Asia or London for indices because New York Stock Exchange is not open. Now on gold, it's a different story because gold expands all the time in Asia and London. You have to know these certain like little things about certain assets. I mean, this is pretty straightforward, like common sense kind of thing, but I just forgot about it. And so I took the loss here prematurely. And I basically went to sleep here at this point. I believe it was after I finished taking the gold trade because these trades were kind of running at a similar time, right? So I got off after the last trade I took, hit stop or TP, and I was done here. So if you were trading this properly, you could have, caught a lot more risk reward than me. Short here, there's short here, there's another short here. There's so many opportunities to like cash a continuation here with the OB entry model. I'll show you guys what the OB entry model is real quick for those that know. That's what it is from a mechanical perspective. Where are you shorting? Like you're literally shorting because all this is inducement here. There's nothing unmitigated here. It's all fully mitigated. You're shorting towards the 5 minute here, or even the 1 minute down there. So you could have had like an easy 20-30 RR day. Trading, just following the trend on the right side of the market, but I failed to recognize that and decided to take a lower probability setup. So that's all good. That's basically the gist. Reviewing the trades. If you don't understand that fully, I'll try to explain it slower in a trade recap that's going to come out this week. So hope you guys do enjoy today's stream. And I think that's about it. I think Mark said I was a devout ICT guy and thought everything else was bull. Yeah. See, the thing with ICT for me is certain things are not actually, they don't actually do anything from a data perspective. I collected thousands and thousands of trades from my career, and I noticed there's certain things, some things to do with time that has no correlation to your profitability. Also certain things that are actually the opposite of what he preaches. So that's why I left that community pretty quickly, because a lot of people learn, but they never test the stuff that they learn, so they never can prove to themselves with confidence that actually works. You don't want to blindly follow someone. You want to follow someone that actually has proof, but also you show the proof to yourself, which is very important for your confidence. Mark said, but I can honestly say that your concepts work, and I put all my friends onto your stuff now. Sweet, man. I'm glad to hear that. Get you and all your friends like payouts and probability right now. You guys can be like a friend group with like 1 million in payouts. That'll be fun. Eventually people will catch on to your stuff and you'll be the standard. I hope that, but I also don't hope that. Like, my channel is pretty low key, I'd say, for the most part. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a huge YouTuber. I don't think I ever want to get to the point where it's like millions and millions of followers, because at that point I think I'm gonna just stop teaching my stuff publicly and probably make it very private. Because I originally already had an idea at some point to, once I get like a good group of people that are very serious. Right now it's actually forming right now, because like the mentorship students are all succeeding in their trading right now, right? In terms of like they have a profitable system now from the mentorship calls and giving feedback to them. Once I have a solid, we call it a friend group, whatever, a group of people that are already profitable, I'm just gonna shut down everything, even like my channel. So I don't, like, my goal sure is to get a lot of people onto my stuff, but also like at some point once it gets too big, I don't really want more people coming in. Like once I have a good enough community, if that makes sense, that understands my stuff in and out, like the back of their hand, then I'm chill. I achieved my goals. So that's basically it for me today. I'm gonna end the stream here, guys, because this is like a 3-hour stream. It missed our 1 hour so close. But anyway, great trades today. Great trades for those that caught the stop hunter I called out earlier today, as well as if you caught this on your own for the 6 RR. Props to you, because that's a very good day. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream, or most likely the next trade recap video. Again, if you guys want to talk to me, send DMs or whatever. I don't always reply to DMs. Mostly it's for the mentorship students I reply to DMs with, but if you send a message, I'll probably likely read it. And yeah, join a free Discord server. So here's a link to the Discord again. Here's a link to my website. If you guys just want to learn more about me, my trading, there it is. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Can't wait to see you guys next time. Peace.
Screens glow, midnight stares, charts and graphs like you live theirs. Markets open, close, don't care. Profits rise from daily pairs. Candles flicker green and red. Price action fills the trading thread. Lines they cross, we leap ahead. Cash flow streams, we are fed. Candles flicker green and red. Price action fills the trading thread. Lines they cross, we leap ahead. Cash flow streams, we are fed. Freedom in digital trades, essential traders, university accolades. Win or lose, the thrill invades. In this market dance, our lives are made. Stop loss, set adrenaline spike. Riding waves on the financial hike. Minute to minute we take the mic. Living life, finding life we like. Bull and bear, we play this game. Orders filled, they feel the same. Success is more than just the fame. In this world we carve our name. Freedom in digital trades, essential traders, university accolades. Win or lose, the thrill invades. In this market dance, our lives are made. Freedom in digital trades, essential traders, university accolades. Win or lose, the thrill invades. In this market dance, our lives are made. Ooh, our lives are made. Ooh, ooh. Freedom in digital trades, essential traders, university accolades. Win or lose, the thrill invades. In this market dance, our lives are made. Screens glow, midnight stares. Charts and graphs, speculative dares. Markets open, close, don't care. Profits rise from daily pairs. Candles flicker green and red. Price action fills the trading thread. Lines they cross. Wake up to the screen glowing bright. Charts and candles in the morning light. Trading dreams from dusk till dawn. In this game we're never gone. Rising trade times in your head. Feel the rush, control the land. Essential traders, university, our guide. Freedom with the markets tight.
Just real quick, before I end the stream here, if anyone that still has it open and you're new to trading and you just want to see some results, I'm just going to post some student testimonials from those that have completed the mentorship program that were also within the course as well. So feel free to check it out. You can even message and reach out to them if you want to. I'm very transparent about my student results here at ATU. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Have a good one.
Tight. Coffee sips, a market twist. Watching numbers, that's the gist. City lights or mountain peaks. Trading gives us what we seek. Rise and trade times in your head. Feel the rush, control the land. Essential Traders University, our guide. Freedom flows with the market's tide. Coffee sips, a market twist. Watching numbers, that's the gist. City lights or mountain peaks. Trading gives us what we seek. Rise and trade times in your head. Feel the rush, control the land. Essential Traders University, our guide. Freedom flows with the market's tide. It's tight. Laughing at the 9 to 5. We're alive, we thrive, we dive. Globetrotting with every trade. Our path, our rules we made. Laptop open, make the call. Win or lose, we take it all. From the charts, create our fate. Thankful for this trading state. It's tight. Freedom flows with the market's tight. steady our guide. Freedom flows with the market's tide. Freedom flows with the market's tide. Coffee sips, a market twist. Watching numbers, that's the gist. City lights or mountain peaks. Trading gives us what we seek. Rise and trade times in